Now that Nofumi has gotten himself some new clothes for Philo so that she's not walking around in just a blanket, maybe he can continue on his little life as a merchant until the next big wave of monsters show up. And of course, nothing that was brought up in the previous episode is going to become a story point in any amount of time. You know, like the missing treasure with the gravely inscribed warning. Or clearing out that bandit camp. Shall we get to enjoying more Shield Hero? And when we get a bit more footage of the heroes actually carrying out their work instead of just the spear hero fucking everything up and just causing problems. But since he seems to be like the princess's favourite, I doubt that's going to come at any time soon. And I can't remember if they showed it or not, but is the bow hero's arrows part of his weapon as well? So they're, you know, he doesn't have to stock up. And who would have thought that the smiling slave merchant creepy guy would be, well, the kicking off point of good things happening in his life. Herbicide. Carrying. Imagine if they're not clearly labelled and they don't know. It's like, oh, this looks like a potion. I wonder what it does. Glug glug. Ah. You can see why they need it. The road would be a bit bumpy with all of these roots covering it. This is no ordinary plant. Looks like someone else has fallen victim. Or what's left of them. Don't talk with your mouth full. Those wings are quite dexterous, aren't they? They heard plant monsters and thought, easy pickings. So, doing quite well when blending in, not really standing out. He's not some sort of omnipotent deity. You can't just heal everything, but... Oh. Okay, that's even worse than just being attacked by plant monsters. You can at least see what it's about, what's going on. But until the root cause is dealt with, it's just going to happen all over again. Good plan. Taking a well-earned rest. Oh, I didn't think we'd be revisiting it all so soon. It seemed to be not as benevolent as they thought. And where is the spear hero now? Of gallivanting, pervading around a new great deed they've done. For some reason. Can you extrapolate a bit of information here and work out why it was sealed away? Good question. Have they no mind of their own? That would be the minimum needed to get him on board. It's an honest day's work. That's not fair. Waking her up from a med nap under such short notice. There's a lot of goop. I don't think it will be that easy, but good assist. And it immediately heals up. If it was so quick to take it down, yeah, I'm sure someone would have figured something out by now. Those are some thick vines, if they're the same kind of diameter as Philo herself. Really? Really? So in these kind of circumstances, you're still... He's got to do it himself. Wow. The vines can't restrain him. What kind of skill was he using there? I thought you were going to put it on the eyeball, not just on the floor. I guess pouring it on the roots is yeah, take down a tree like that. That was actually quite well done. Yeah, lest they germinate and... There are plenty others. There's no need to fight. Bioplant shield. Interesting. What you're doing? You're creating another. Oh, and it's dead. Well, if it's his modifications, I'm sure he can work something out. You know, get rid of the monster section of it. Maybe just try planting tomatoes or something in the future. I do like how he's keeping it as a book. So he's not just carrying a shield everywhere, but no one's questioning why he's just got a book strapped to his arm. I'm not sure he was saying it quite as a compliment. And Agora. Time for some gardening. And if you are going to do such things, do it outside where it's not just in the middle of camp. Yep, nice and plump and delicious. Should. I wonder if they'll have to do like soil crop rotation or anything, or is that covered as well? For a price. No, he's not doing it out of the goodness of his heart. At least she's having fun. What did they have? Shield Hero comes and gives them lots of new food and fruit. We have nothing to trade. Ah, except what you just gave us. Philo, don't eat the goods. Does he have anywhere or anything to spend his hard-earned money on? I don't know if I like the fact it's just like, oh, travelling to a new place, now we're there, or if I'd like to see a bit more of the journey as well. Okay, we won't do it then. Well, that's the energy of a. How old is Philo now? Like a week? Oh, I almost forgot she had the slave crest. The history of the place. And I'm sure that silver boar is going to come back at some point. It's now this episode's goal to drag him here, isn't it? I feel as though education is sorely needed. Is it meant to be something to swim? Yeah, no. Swim in. Oh no. She's stolen one more thing. Is that because she stood up and it was a bit chilly in the air? Well, why don't you ask him? Ah, if you're thirsty, that's good timing. So is there little rivalry going to grow? All for her. Can't let it risk. Can't let it risk going to the enemy. I don't believe that the shield hero is all too interested in this side of affection at the minute. He's only just started trusting people again. Is she going to get herself in trouble trying to find this crystal? Get your head in the game, Raftalia. You are followed. What, they're tasty? And just when you thought you were... She has aspirations as well. Just when you thought it was all safe. Did it just hold on a frame for, like, far too long? When did Raftalia have such low endurance? She has wings though and can transform though. No flight? Maybe just a little bit of hovering or something. What did they land on? It's good that a giant blanket was there. No, it's nice and warm as well. Is that a descendant of the boar from the story? Yep. So when it actually comes to it, they can work together. Just not when there's plant vines. Even if she does get the eggs, is she going to last going back down the mountain before taking a bite. Does it understand conversation? Look what you've done. How do you think the bird feels? That boar is going to suffer. Take a step back. That could be heard all the way in the kingdom. Did you actually read the... Is it like revered as some sort of deity? Ah, no. If they're used as offerings, that's fine. How much? And also have a word with... Ah. It's fine, they worked it out. It's quite easy to tell when she's happy. Yeah, you're filthy. Someday. Don't worry about it. I think being somewhat oblivious in this time both makes sense because, well, I think he only just realised that she was growing and aging. As well as his many newly gained trust issues. So there's going to be, fun little moments where they're at each other's throats, but not when they're in grave danger. And also, if they could so easily turn the tables on the boar when they are annoyed, then the whole growth moment where they were running away wasn't entirely necessary. Look like we're heading to the east. So that was either a zombie, dragon, wyvern... How many legs did I have? That is causing all of the pestilence and disease, or a big old dead corpse, which would also cause quite a lot of disease. Which is kind of why you don't want to go drinking from random rivers, just in case there's some extra stuff floating in there. And although he puts on this guise of uncaring and only in it really to either gain trading goods or money or, well, something in return, there is a small part of him at least that wants to help. or maybe he just knows that there's going to be a payout at the end of this. And it's quite lucky that the newly acquired shield was very, very helpful in his current situation. Otherwise, the village will just be back to where it was, full of famine. But now they've also got to rebuild and heal the sick people. But what do you think was the best moment for Naofumi here? The fact that he easily cleared up the scene of all the dangerous plant vines, gaining a new ability for his shield, making a lot of money and goods, or getting the villagers to realise what a complete tool the spear hero is? I think I've got my money on one of those. But Shield Hero is fun. We got to see actually some quite good animation in this one. I think the next village is going to be cool. I'm not sure what a disease shield would look like, and I'm kind of scared of its effects. But it's something to... But that's something to think about in the next one. So if you want to see me there, subscribe to the channel. And if you really did enjoy, you can consider leaving a like and a comment down below. It really helps out my channel and my self-esteem. But until then, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one. If you want to be part of the impending danger to the cursed treasure that is my channel, consider joining on to my Patreon. Because we know that Sal, Raywin, Electric Ant, Darthia, Noku, Shiwan, Mecha, Jennifer Rojas, Stinsfire, Big Boy Mats, Rasmus Paulson, Girly, Denmark 1997, ASD, Doug Show 7899 and, well, everyone else are probably slightly more dangerous than your average houseplant, and if you want to help stave off the herbicide, consider joining as well.